Alright. Alright, we can start this. So we're back when we left off. It was, we had like a meeting of all the political leaders, right? All the nations, in our alliance. And something happened to all of our friends in the Scions. We all had like a vision like of incoming doom or something, and it left all of our friends who had that vision like unconscious. I think that's what happened last time, and we were thinking about like having a big fight in that salt desert. Yeah. It's weird to have hair. Holy shit. It looks okay though. Actually, I kinda like that haircut. I kinda like it. But big dinner closer me so I don't drop too much. I don't think I have any viewer to check if the sound is good, so let's just soul searching. I don't know if the cutscenes are gonna be voice.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring.
Okay.
Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elfano's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Who could that be? It's Cryle.
Cryle? I thought you were busy delving into the mysteries of Eureka.
Well, they're not the one grinding. It's us.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not
Oh
well
my
stay
God.
away. As a fellow Scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Okay. So this is Quile is like the NPC who's guiding us in this like side content. Well, not side content, but content called Eureka, where you're like on a magical mystery island that like randomly appeared like on that place, right, on the planet, because that island wasn't there before. And it's where you can grind your like this expansion's relic weapons, which is a weapon that you can upgrade that weapon specifically over and over, raise its item level or whatever. Kind of like, well, although it's the same thing in like older MMOs where you can have like this single weapon that you keep with you and you keep upgrading. And in this expansion, Eureka is that content where you do it. But this kind of means that this kind of means that nothing is gonna happen to her, Cryle, because there's still like one more chapter of Eureka to go. So I don't know.
Yes.
Sorry for
I
this
should have thought of that.
weird pause there. Everyone's
Thank
worried.
you for coming, Kryl. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
Studium.
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
That doesn't sound anything like Alphino.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Alphino is sick, dude. He's like, I'm gonna be a hero.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault. But I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
It's like Deku.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone.
Whoa, is that me?
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
I can keep a secret.
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
Goodbye. Oh, there was a room over there? What? Okay. So we're just waiting.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Jesus. That's dark.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes? If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Toya. Kinda have to go out of the way here to get to Matoya's cave. So, in the patch notes, they listed that they changed the music for some mounts. I was thinking we could try those mounts to see what they changed the teams to. Let me just open up patch notes. Okay, we changed it for the red hair as a chariot. Let's try that one. I think I should have it somewhere. Is it this one? Yeah. It's like, what music is that? That's the music for, oh my god, that pirate hard mode dungeon, I think? Huh. Okay, we're gonna cycle through the ones that I have that have new music. I think the one with for the whale music. I like the song. Yeah. Because in this game, every mount plays like a different music, and like some amount of mounts play like a generic mount music song, you could say. And it's not like the most exciting song, right? Okay. Bunch of people here, so I'm guessing the cutscene's pretty long. I think I say this every story stream. Oh, good.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems.
Oh, these hero fucks again? Aren't they tired of saving the world, asking for my help?
Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Gaiety.
That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
Okay.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Just realized something that's not really related to this, I think. Just like a coincidence. We're just gonna leave that for
Right. Let us see what we can see.
after this story quest is over.
I'll begin from where our friends first fell and cast my senses out from there.
What is it? Did you find them?
Wait, this doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
Get the stressful music. It was like a rock in my pasta. It was weird.
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Yeah, let me just sneeze. Sorry.
Could the ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods!
Sorry about that.
Their bodies are just husks. It's like the broodmother's daughter all over again.
The broodmother's daughter. Oh yeah.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
Okay.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking.
This is something a bit weird because this happens kind of often enough. This game, where we could know the answer to this, like our character, but we kind of like, you know, not ignore, but like not remember what could this be.
Excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way.
Alamigo.
That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
This Japanese trope of things breaking.
Took ill. Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
I need to lower the music, because like the people speaking are like lower than the music almost for some reason. I don't understand.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting at shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
Yeah, the Japanese trope of things breaking as a character leaves or something, like goes on not on a journey, but like leaves to go somewhere is like so. It's just so bad. Like as a bad omen, like, ay. So yeah, so we've actually might have seen this happen before with food. Whoa. Can't beat bad news, can it? Lise would have said. Lise said she notified the guards of our coming. Should head straight to the palace gate. I'll pray for the good news. Goodbye. Can't see, but I think they waved at each other. But yeah. Because like this happened before where Warriors of Darkness patch and Philia like left or something, so this should have happened with her on the Warriors of Darkness, right? But we don't remember? Question mark. Okay, let's try the whale. Huh? It's like dungeon music. That's weird. I thought this would be like I thought the whale would be like underwater that underwater zone's underwater music, right? Ah, that's weird.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
Currently doing Orbone. This shit is Wipe City. Nice. Don't want any spoilers, okay? I've gone into this completely cold. I haven't looked up any data mine stuff at all. All I know is that there is new music. There is new music for the new raid. Okay.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events.
You assume?
Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing.
Get the anime flashback. Remember what happened last episode?
As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Assyrians. This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Assyrian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn.
Oh yeah, we did. We did go to the burn last patch. Try and find them.
Tell us more about these Assyrian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Assyrians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same.
Damn. Pretty courageous.
Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
That was a long enough line and went into 2 bubbles, dude. What? It's so rare?
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night.
One night?
It would
Wow.
seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on!
Head on. Are we gonna do the dungeon early, you think?
No matter
Then there's
how
like
quickly
story
we act,
after?
we still want for time.
I don't want any spoilers
When
in the
enemy
chat,
comes into
okay?
view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hier know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done. We'll send
Doma.
word when...
When? Oh! Doing the voice acting here.
Sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
You heard it too.
Throw wide the gates.
Well, at least we're both still standing.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hier.
Why not just teleport out of the room? Gotta prepare for a full-scale invasion. Better be dashing from place to place, sitting around stewing over things we can't change. Yeah. So it's going by pretty fast so far. Though I'm taking it slow, right? Let me bring up the... Should be a bit better, I think. What the? Almasca will rise again, dude. Nagsha. Nangsha? Oh hey, it's our buddies. This Hien doesn't get voice acting. Kojin and the Confederacy you already know. Neighbors from Nagsha and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca. Stand against tyranny, Garlean Empire. I agree that Alamigo would be wise to shore up its borders with all haste. Seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until a wall is in the burn is in place. I thought to call it something more auspicious, a name drawn from the four lords of legend, Sirius Aegis. Hey, we're gonna fight him in this patch too, wow! Ready to proceed to the testing stage. Okay. This might go wrong, I guess. Bring the war council to a close. I get some food. Ginger salad. Sirius wall. When the guy said open the gates, did he mean this wall? Join me at the Overlook. One big chip, baby. Okay. And just leave this place without teleporting. Okay, what other mount? Carbuncle. Okay. What music would the carbuncle have? Huh. We're about to see. We're about to hear. I did unlock the carbuncle, yeah. Right here. It's the same music. It's like dungeon music. I don't know. It's actually pretty weird. Cause now I'm on this mount, right? Just makes me think. Just makes me think like I'm in a dungeon. I mean, the music's still good, right? So. To go over there, that's right. Most kind of went around for no reason. It's like it's the dungeon theme, but not when you're fighting. Is this like the dungeon unlock too? Oh, no? Okay. It's not gonna cut into a dungeon right away. Like a big
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand.
it's like a big thing to harmonize. What's the word in English? Oh, accorder your instruments.
Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test.
Whoa!
Start the generator.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's this gesture, dude? Calm down. Tuning. Yeah. Like those tuning forks or whatever. Oh, jeez!
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming.
This is a voice actor for someone else. Oh shit, dude.
1,000 yards. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. 4,000! 5,000! Target altitude reached! The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards! We've done it!
We've done it, mates.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But it's only one.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wolf.
They're just gonna... Oh my god, is that Xenos? But like the big Xenos? Oh fuck! Like the real Xenos? In
Seems
the...
solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Hildebrand jumps out. Yeah, it's fake Xenos, I think. Or real Xenos. Oh no, it's Gaius. What the fuck?
By the gods. It's Alphino.
Brother!
What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
She was just gonna run into the wall. That would have been sick.
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
Is that the same voice actor as Gaius in A Realm Reborn? I don't think so, right? Is it Gaius?
No, not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem.
What?
It is a day for fated reunions.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, my dude.
Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I, Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
But I didn't say your title. Come on. Come on, game.
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded?
Okay. We took an elevator down for like 10 minutes. We beat you up. And you jumped into a mech. Beat up the mech. And then the mech did the big explosion. Then we beat up the mech again. And then we beat up the Asian.
How
But
I
he was like...
deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
Whoa!
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge.
Damn, that's pretty sick, dude. Sick origin story.
My principal quarry was to be La Hebrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion. But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
Share intelligence. You think we're gonna be able to have his coat, but without the masks? That'd be cool. Maybe it's already one you can already get. Probably
Among the
not.
Ascians, the black-masked ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the source. The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive
There's so much exposition.
Little is known.
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmett Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets.
So hearing that, my character should go, like, upset the balance. Shouldn't we work for the balance? Like, obvious. Oh my god.
It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention.
It's like, obviously you don't want another calamity to happen, right? But it's the only way that there's not too much light, like the Warriors of Darkness come from.
They had been
getting
by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they renew the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno C.A. Galvus.
The duty timeout? Oh, baby.
Signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized.
Clones! Clones! What the clone?
And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
So the Ascian has been cloning that body so that he's eternally, like, he keeps the same body over and over.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
I agree. I agree.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
We'll settle this, son. Nah.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
What's this, like, flirty tone? We shall meet again. He just walks off. Goodbye.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
How do you even know about him? I beat him up before I even met you.
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Come on, wave. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, and the ponies can fly too now. My god. Cannot leave our borders undefended. Okay. This story's pretty good. This one's pretty good so far. Just like the others. Find the means to wake him. Can we expect reinforcements for Alamigo? You most certainly can. They will not arrive without delay. Okay. We shall have Jurgen accompany him of the way to the Rising Stones. Nice. Noise. I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo. Enlist all those capable of teleportation and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance. It will form the vanguard. To welcome the combined strength of the East. It's gonna cut to another cutscene. Oh. What the? That was weird. It played the sounds before.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
See that you do.
Nice looking armor. The helmet, I guess. It's him!
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention.
Is it just mustard gas, I guess? Why do they call it the Black Rose?
A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
This is like the stupidest thing to use because as soon there's a bad wind, all that poison is just gonna go to your side. And the people on the other side that you're gonna fight right here can use magic and can use wind magic, so this doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
How very noble of you.
Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect.
Perfect aspect of what? Perfect aspect ratio?
Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire.
It's like two children bickering.
You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
I think someone's trying too hard here. Hear the script of the voice actor.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed.
I'm really proud of the guards in the back not corpsing. They're just... It's like two emperors yelling at each other.
Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way.
I guess they would get killed if they try to laugh at him.
Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in Allagan cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research.
Is he looking at the camera here? Is he talking to me?
And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus. Like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
Hey? What was that?
If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise.
Cutscene's pretty long.
You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
There it is. Should have hired Mark Hamill for that guy. Maybe he would have done a good job. Mark Hamill's a pretty funny guy. Let's return to Lee's. Marley on the front lines. Oh my god. Yo, I can get salmon muffin? Hakuro, you in command. When I teleport here, I'm gonna sneeze again. Base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Porta Pretoria. Not keep them waiting. Alright, story's pretty good so far. It's like we're still in like the setup of what's gonna happen next. But it's feeling pretty good. Okay. Alliance headquarters. Music cutting is like so weird.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
Whoa! Soldiers
We're
in
grateful for your
Alamigo.
support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news,
Whoa! There's a lot of catching up.
So,
in this
Alphino
game.
won't wake up. Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Asians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right? Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it.
Yeah, take steps. That's the best. Taking steps, defend against poison gas.
As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Asians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Some nerd from Olda just standing over there.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varissos Galvus would be attending.
What?
The Emperor himself. Well, Varus did sanction the Popularis peace mission. but knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
Nicely said.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Okay. Oh my god, this boss. This is Wipe City 3000. Nice.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
They're asking for the Scions, huh?
God, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have?
One on me.
No, and the others aren't going to do
I can
it.
do politics. I'm a big, tough lady.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Yes! I'm not fond of politics either. I think that's what my character would say.
Oh, you're not, are you? Come on, if Alizé can put on a brave face, then so can you. Now, we don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand should make all the difference.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully he's not gonna shoot.
Place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
Hopefully he's not gonna shoot poison gas at us in the meeting.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Hopefully he doesn't shoot poison gas at us like Wario or something, you know. Oh, it's like a mini zone. Hey guys, have anything to say? I need to sneeze again. Oh. Like the numbers to hold out. Hey, our friend. Is it? Oh, no, it's not. It's just another doctor. Not our big, tall Highlander friend. Okay. Let me just sneeze again here real quick. Your weapon's close. Oh, I got him. We just sneeze or something. Oh shit! Can you even sit with that on? Hey guys.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, On behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you.
Line of Ul.
As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue.
I guess that's what they want, right? That's what the Asians want? Oh my god.
Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace.
What's with these cheeks, dude? What's going on over here?
As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
That's a juicy line.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
That's a bit forceful, Liz. Looking at me? Who is he looking at?
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
Yeah.
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
This guy's a pretty good actor.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise.
But he was already dead. That's... And we killed... Our leader died too! Oh my god.
Yet use war to achieve it.
Yeah, that's...
Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
But it didn't matter. We beat him. So bad. Fuck you, bitch.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people.
What? How was his vision clear at all?
There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of Ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
But that's not how that works.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
I'd call an Ixal, dude.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
Ooh. Compare me to a bird, man?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
But you're the guy who keeps saying no, fuck you to everyone.
Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
What?
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
So silent.
As Mistress Alize says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Oh no, not the recess. You know, we've been talking for like 10 minutes.
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Don't these like take hours, you know? I would have been fine with talking shit with this guy for hours. You can barely move in that. Like a cosplayer. Emerald web. Do I get the feeling the Emperor is hiding something? Oh, okay. He's building up to something. Say nothing of Xenos and Yassi. That if he is in league with them. That sounds suspiciously like a religion in itself. Huh. Is Varys a primal? That'd be so stupid.
Now then, who would have the floor?
What floor? No one's standing up, idiot.
I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affair surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Oh, they got him cornered. Dun, 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 dun. Butterflies.
Finally, you ask the right question. I
Ace
can but
Attorney,
hope
dude.
you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more.
Oh no.
No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences.
Oh no. It's talking about everyone being the same.
There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
Oh no, that's not a good look.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
No.
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections.
Oh no. Oh.
That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred.
Oh.
Why he wages
No,
war.
no,
Why he
no.
kills his brother.
No.
You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
Everyone just standing there going, what the what the fuck is he talking about? Oh my god.
I've heard this tale of the source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
I love how the music is in sync with this. Pretty good directing.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing.
What? But aren't you?
But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
Whoa, he revealed it! He revealed the big twist because we already knew.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Your prize is a lie. I don't know what I would say here, right?
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate.
Oh no, he went off the deep end.
I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
Everyone's standing up.
It is unthinkable. Unconscionable.
Everyone's standing up. Oh, yeah. We gotta stand.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together that we might take fate into our own hands.
Hmm.
Into your hands, perhaps.
Oh, she remembered.
But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Actually tense. I'm like not speaking too much.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation.
This is too much the other way.
That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
Okay, well I'm a Shadowbringer next expansion, so I think I have to say yes at some point. Big nods. Big nod mood.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
Yeah, bitch.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me.
What?
Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Bye. I love how he had a bigger chair just to make himself look bigger. That's pretty sick. Face of an enemy. Finest warriors of the Far East. Oh, it's Pippin. My first engagement as the Flame General. Oh, he's the Flame General now? Man, that's sick. Swear I'll make my father proud. Okay, I guess it's like the dungeon next. I'm gonna take a small break just to sneeze and like get water. And we know that our enemies are one and the same. Send me to the front lines. I was born in the Empire, but I will never serve the Emperor. Jashushka. The face of war. Okay, we're doing good. The rate this is going, I think, like, after the dungeon, there's not gonna be too much after too much story. Maybe like a big cutscene or something.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye. A future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Gallians come in force, we may not have much say.
Fuck!
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who will really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Gonna beat the shit out of
you
them.
to accompany the Dorman contingent. They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands.
Where's real Xenos? He hasn't shown up yet. Is that him over here?
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Oi.
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right.
I don't know what to say to that.
So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
Does she want a hug or something?
No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Oof. Okay. Gonna go back. I unlocked the dungeon. No, okay. Oh, it did. Maybe, okay, it did. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a quick break. Quick bathroom break and all. Okay, everyone's gone. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick break. Get some water. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna start. Let's start, but for the dungeon. I don't know if anyone 24 men is something. Nice. Okay. You're up for this. 20 minutes. Ay. I can heal a queue with you, yes. That would be cool, actually. Fight you. Alright. Alright. Gonna do it. Nice, an empty zone like this, I have a solid frame rate. As soon as there's other player characters, this frame rate dips. Should buy a new computer, I guess. Let me go get my phone. I can check thing. Oh shit, already started! Whoa. Oh yeah, I need to do something. Oh my god! So many airships. Your gear is with us. Nice.
Forward! Forward!
Oh! Calm down, Hen. I had this party spell effects off. Bro. We're being bombarded. Mortars. wary of artillery fire. They're leaving us. Oh, puppers! It's too bad we have to kill Garlemald puppers. Big boy. Big golden boy. Okay, Mark 3B magic colossus. What the? That's so whack. It's a pretty weird attack. I didn't think it was gonna leave out fire like after he was done. But I think this is like the power-up thing. Okay, just stay. Usually use that animation for when the mechs like power up. And the color changes too. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, they buff through notes cooldown too. Right? I was gonna keep doing it. Keep trying to like use a Eureka action for some reason. It's very weird. Okay. Nothing too complicated for the first boss. That's Predator. Really pulling a lot here. I don't know. Okay. He's become invincible. Labrouche. Okay. Another belt of healing.
Ready?
Oh! It's Pippin and Lise! Let's go help them! Oh, treasure coffee. I'll go get that, baby. Oh, it's a scorpion. A cool looking dungeon too. It's like very paratroopers. What? It's like very dynamic. What is this? Prometheus. Oh my god, it's like a big car. Nitro spin. Oh, Jesus! What the fuck? My cooldowns! Ifrit, basically, right? So that's a note to take, to use your cooldown after he jumps, I guess. Because before I can't, like... Does he always do this after? Does he jump away after this attack? Or just on a timer? Freezing missile. Oh no, red mage. It's Emmerich and Canny Sanad. Gotta help. You gotta help them. No, ouch. Keeps going. No. Okay. I'm troubled, my friends.
Out of my way!
Oh, it's Hien! He's helping us. like I have way more skill speed than before. But I think it's just because I've been spending so much time in Eureka, like item level synced at 300 for some reason. It's very weird. Grand Strike. Go! Oh. It's a hexadrone. I guess he can like jump from here, right? What the? Can you go all the way over here? Huh. Weird. Hey, why is this all open? Oh, it's Lise! I'm Pippin. Didn't even hurt that much. Can't stun it. It's immune. Go! Not a big boy. Breakable Sermon Blade. To me! Feels like a mini boss fight. That's pretty cool. Self-detonate. Nani? Arts of the Shinobi.
This day you die.
Oh, I use my cooldown to kill it. Yeah. Looks like we're at the boss. At the final boss. The Xenos? Oh my god. Is it fake Xenos? Oh, it's these guys. It's a blue Oni and a red Oni. Dante and Virgil. Julia and Anna. Oh, it's like the Tekken characters. just stands there, I guess. Delta Trans. Tank Buster. Oh no. Sweep. Why do they think these guys can actually beat us? Here. They leave, we beat them, we beat you. Together. Two of them at once. Shit. Oh my god. What's gonna happen? Oh, ouch. Whoa! No, they're bringing to the wrong place! Wrong side! Good that you don't die immediately or anything. You have no choice, Julia. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. So good. Holy shit. Farewell. Fusion? Oh, okay. I guess you should keep. I should keep LB for this. I kinda wanted to see the attack. They're gonna win away? I guess. They're gonna let the poison come in or something. Oh! Flash bomb. Hard pants. Ugh. was a pretty cool dungeon. The last boss was pretty weird.
There you are, and none the worse for wear.
Indeed. I had hoped we might do more to help, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
They're gonna be surprised that they're gonna use the poison.
A
Or should be running away.
withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance.
No. The
It may
poison.
be a surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
The poison. Ow.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
You're gonna fall asleep? Ay, ay, ay.
Oh no, don't tell me. Are you all right? Quickly, we must get her back to the encampment.
Anyone else here? No. Oof. Okay, the dungeon was pretty okay. Our line is unbroken. Locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Like the others. Best I can do is see to it that Alice is escorted safely back to the Rising Stone. Where's Xenos? Where's fake Xenos? I want to beat him up. All must be made ready for their arrival. I thought fake Xenos was gonna be the final boss of the Gimlet Dark. Is story mode, is the story quest gonna end like right now? That yeah, do something. to email someone. Almost forgot. Where is Mistress Alize? Not her too. Tad the post haste. Their efforts have yet to bear fruit. You should rest. It's like an epilogue cutscene, then it's gonna end. Is it him? Big Xenos? Oh, it is! Did it end like that? Oh my god. Alright. War. What is good for? Alright, well thanks for coming by everyone. Had a pretty good stream. Tomorrow we're gonna do the new 24-man story. And the raid, of course. And then the day after that, the new trial, Ariu. And then next week we're gonna start Blue Mage streams. Of course, we're gonna do that. We're gonna try out, get some Blue Mage skills. Thanks everyone. Time for the stream to end. Sad as always. Thank you.